think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
His basics are solid. His fundamentals are solid. He's strong. He's physical. He's moved up and become, solid at a heavier weight than when he started in his career. He's grown into. He's got great experience.
Some fans believe Floyd Mayweather ranks among the greatest defensive boxers ever. However, there is talk in boxing circles that he avoids a fight with Terence Crawford. Many experts worry that Mayweather, who is retired and past his prime, would risk both his legacy and his health against a dangerous fighter like Crawford, who is known for sharp attacks, perfect timing, and the ability to adjust to any rival. A lot of voices say Mayweather should never accept that challenge because the danger is simply too high.
Risky.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, now that was a big take. Of course, he's fought both of them.
Yeah, he would know.
So that was a big take. But
not really.
I think
lost
so.
To both of them. Not for people who watch boxing. No, that's not. No.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we sent that Terence Crawford some love, because he also talked a lot that night about how people underestimated him and thought, because people didn't really. He doesn't have the biggest star power, that he wasn't going to win the fight, and he definitely took that home. So congratulations to him. Now bring
the what?
He doesn't have the biggest star power.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people were he was saying that people were underestimating him because of that.
When Floyd Mayweather Jr. left professional boxing, he finished with a flawless 50 wins and no losses. Many supporters view Terence Crawford as one of the finest defensive fighters as well, and he remains undefeated. He has won world titles in multiple weight classes and is respected for his versatility, ring intelligence, punching power, and smooth stance switches. As long as Crawford dominates his divisions, debates and prime versus prime theories about who would win will continue.
Terence Crawford on Saturday has not only become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, I honestly believe that he surpasses now Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter of this generation. That's what I believe.
If that was the goal by Floyd, to be undisputed, then he would have chased undisputed. He chased champions until he became the money draw.
Do you know that Floyd never unified any of the divisions he fought in?
Because he never had to with a draw. He just didn't have to. He done the hard work in getting there.
Terence Crawford started out his boxing career as a lightweight, and now he's gone up to super middleweight and become the undisputed super middleweight champion, beating a guy like Canelo, who, listen, previously, man, he was wreaking havoc through that division. And Terence Crawford's just gone out there and taken the belt off him with, let's be honest, relative ease.
Hall of Fame 3-division champion Shane Mosley sparked debate when he suggested that Crawford could hold an advantage over certain versions of Floyd Mayweather. Mosley highlighted Crawford's strength, quickness, and ability to change stances. He explained that these qualities create unusual angles and serious threats. He admitted Crawford could possibly defeat Mayweather. Still, Mosley added that a younger, sharper, and more active Floyd might present a tougher challenge and change the outcome.
Go ahead.
Did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley has openly stated that he believes Crawford could defeat Mayweather even at his peak. Bradley praises Crawford's intelligence, versatility, and timing inside the ring. While he respects Mayweather's defense and movement, he feels Crawford possesses enough offensive skill and strategy to break through and control the distance during the fight.
Distance, but Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Sam Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And
Max,
Zab wasn't quite a Shane-level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match.
Amir Khan has expressed strong respect for Crawford and believes he has a real chance to beat Mayweather. Jr. Khan says Crawford controls timing well by disrupting rhythm, making sharp adjustments, and following smart strategies. Reflecting on his own bout with Crawford, Khan explained how Crawford frustrates opponents by making them miss slightly before landing accurate combinations. Khan also ranks Crawford above many top welterweights and feels that even a master defender like Mayweather could struggle with Crawford offense, ring awareness, and reactions.
Look, when I was in the ring with him, even though towards after the 1-2 rounds, I started getting my rhythm, but I have to say, probably one of the best fighters I've ever faced, honestly. And I've faced the likes of Canelo, and I was at boxing fighters like him. Every fight I've lost previously was when I was up on points. And obviously might have got caught with a good shot and got knocked out or whatever. But with Crawford, his timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always, look, I'm not a hater in any way. Look, even though the fight went the way it did, but I just think his timing was amazing. And just everything about the game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even and the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight technically would be someone like Mayweather. But I really think
former two-division champion Carl Frampton believes Crawford's achievement against Canelo went beyond a simple victory and changed how people view his link to Mayweather. Frampton says Crawford's control of the fight damage output and pace against Canelo proved he has reached a level capable of challenging Mayweather at his best. He points to Crawford's technique, ring control, and finishing ability as qualities that stand out when comparing him to prime Floyd.
Feeling that Crawford is going to nick it. I think if he does nick it, it does kind of have to be a stinker. He has to move and use his feet. I think Canelo's feet aren't what they once were, but certainly he's a stronger man in the fight. I think we're going to see a very close one, possibly even a draw, but if you put a gun to my head, I would say Crawford in a close points decision.
You talk a bit about the fight maybe not catching fire in the way some are expecting. If Terence Crawford is to win the fight, does it have to be that sort of fight? And leading from that, can he hurt Canelo Alvarez?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the shots guys like Golovkin bounced off Canelo's head. It's almost like he's unhurtable. We seen him hurt by Miguel Cotto's brother a number of years ago, but that was it really, and he was a young boy. So I think that I don't expect to see Terence hurting or being able to hurt Canelo. But there's a way he can win the fight, and that is by outboxing him.
If Terence Crawford does win, as you're predicting, does he rival Alexander Usyk for that number one pound for pound spot?
I mean, you have to start. I've never really thought about it, but that's a good question, and he'd certainly been.
Shakur Stevenson has stated clearly that Crawford needs only one more major win to be considered among the greatest fighters ever, especially after defeating Canelo Alvarez. Stevenson praises Crawford's movement skills and ring intelligence. He believes these strengths can neutralize Canelo offense and secure victory. He also says beating a legend like Canelo would mark a historic turning point and cement Crawford's place among the all-time greats, leaving little room for doubt.
If Bud beats Canelo convincingly, right, would you put him above Floyd, an all-time great?
See, I ain't
Give me a solid answer. Come on, Shakur. Don't dance around that, bro.
I can't get into that because at the end of the day, it's like...
But that's just an opinion.
It's opinionated.
Right,
Regardless,
I want your
it's
opinion.
opinionated. My opinion on it, I think Bud is the greatest of all time after doing this.
Okay.
But...
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Floyd is the greatest of all time in my eyes, too. Like, the shit I don't watch with him is like...
Right.
He's one of my favorite fighters. So,
I know.
Crawford has pushed back against constant comparisons with Floyd Mayweather, saying their careers and styles are not identical. He reminds people that Mayweather competed in a different era against different rivals and under different expectations. Crawford's path has been unique to him. He focuses on what he can control, improving his craft, selecting strong opponents, and staying consistent. Rather than debating fantasy matchups, he prefers proving himself against elite competition and viewing his accomplishments on their own merit.
He sees them on their own.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah. We ain't going out that much.
Now,
many boxing analysts have criticized Floyd Mayweather recent exhibition matches, claiming they harm both his legacy and the sport credibility. They point out that he often faces influencers or non-elite opponents instead of serious contenders, which reduces competitive value. Critics argue these events are mainly money-driven rather than true contests. Oscar de la Hoya has been vocal, saying some of these bouts feel embarrassing and disrespect boxing. Others question whether facing online personalities truly showcases skill.
But I won't say it. But other than Leonard Ellerby is a boxing man. He knows deep down that was absolutely horrendous. And the other thing is as well, when you got a guy in the environment that we're living at the moment, right, after a tough year for a lot of people, to come out of the press conference and just basically laugh at people and say, I just took your money. It was a bank job. It was a heist. It was like I conned you into, I mean, those pay-per-views in America, I think they were like $60. I mean, he basically just took the piss out of the fans. But I don't blame him. He made an absolute fortune. Good luck to him. I'm not having a go at Floyd Mayweather. I'm just a fan who's allowed to give my opinion. Absolutely dreadful. Even Floyd Mayweather was embarrassed at a press conference after. He basically said, I'm not doing that again. The biggest winner was Logan Paul. I mean, he's just gone 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And actually, at times...
Did you think he got knocked out and held up?
No, I think at times Floyd Mayweather was actually really trying. But anyway, it was what it was. But it all comes back to the pressure is on us. Not us as in me and Matchroom, but it is on boxing. If we don't make good fights, you're going to see more and more of this. Because if Gervonta Davis against Mara Barros is doing 100,000 buys, and Andy Ruiz against Areola is doing 80,000 buys or 100,000 buys, and you got that doing 1 million, what are the broadcasters going to want? That. We have to save boxing. We, not just me, all of us. And the fighters have got to step up, the managers have got to step up, the trainers have got to step up. We've got to pay the money for these guys to have real fights. And that's what you'll see at Fight Camp.
Eddie Hearn described one of Mayweather exhibition fights as terrible and damaging to boxing image. Stephen A. Smith also criticized Mayweather for choosing opponents far below his level. Smith suggested that money seemed to be the main priority instead of preserving his reputation. In a direct exchange, he even asked Mayweather whether he valued financial gain more than his standing in the sport.
Disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see just anybody on the basketball court playing against LeBron James. He won't do it. He doesn't have to. It's a waste of his time. You might see footages of Dwayne Wade training his son. You don't see Dwayne Wade playing against just anybody. He's not doing it.
Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson are scheduled to meet in an exhibition in spring 2026, which has sparked wide debate about the value of such events. Many fighters question their legitimacy. Mayweather defends exhibitions as a legal way to stay active and earn on his own terms. He believes retirement should offer freedom, not restriction. These events attract both longtime supporters and new viewers. He also compares exhibition earnings to other famous figures who continue building wealth later in life.
You buy, pick up a couple dollars.
You know, they upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart, kept all my faculties, made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart, Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God wanted.
Warnings from boxing experts about Mayweather facing Terence Crawford are taken seriously. Crawford's recent performances have shifted conversations about who stands at the top today. Some promoters, including Bob Arum, now believe Crawford could defeat Mayweather at his peak. Ultimately, many experts feel a fight could damage Mayweather more than help unless he returns with sharp reflexes and full competitive drive. Allowing Crawford to shape his own story may be the safer path.
What's up, fight fans? Prime for prime. Who wins a fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Bud Crawford? Bob Arum says Bud. Do you agree?
For prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why? Just
Because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has to switch, you know, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. I just think Crawford is a very, very unique talent.
What is your opinion on this debate? If they ever share the ring, does Crawford have the ability to defeat Mayweather? Or is Mayweather still unbeatable? Share your thoughts below.